Welcome back. Now, for decades, the South African textile industry has supported the economies of several cities across the country. Over time, the industry have had to deal with competition, especially from China, with its cheap import and other major brands. Despite government support, the South African textile sector is struggling to recover. William Baia and Amelia Nakitimbo took interest in the challenges faced by the stakeholders.
This clothing workshop in Cape Town is running at full speed, thanks to the government support plan in form of subsidies or preferential loans launched to salvage the sector. Its owner, Christopher Kinross, has 50 years in the craft and now employs 253 workers. But in the recent years, he has had to deal with cheap Chinese imports and competition from major brands.
So every time you go into a Zara store, there's something new for you. So they attract the customer back again and again and again. And that's the secret. So we've tried to develop ourselves to be a Zara-type supplier.
According to the industry union, in South Africa, half of the clothing is illegally imported, a fierce competition that resulted in the destruction of 2/3 of the jobs.
So where we used to lose something like 15,000 jobs a year, we started losing around 2,000 jobs a year. Okay, and that for us was the beginning of a tentative turnaround.
The ray of hope now is a Czech company, Pegas Nonovens, that announced construction of a factory for 62 million euros. But with the unemployment rate of around 30% across all sectors, it will take much more to get out of the crisis.
The production of coffee in Rwanda is being improved thanks to a technology that is allowing generation of 120 kg in just 15 minutes. But more needs to be done in their coffee to be able to compete in the international roster. The Rwanda Farmers Coffee Company believes they can meet these standards despite the challenges. Shonsula Yingi and Mike Dibiye took a glimpse at the sector.
Modern Italian coffee roastery at Kigali, Rwanda is a technological marvel capable of generating a 120-kilogram batch of coffee roasted under 15 minutes with quality control at the production manager's fingertips. The coffee is sold in the local market under the Gorilla Coffee brand, but also available in wholesale packaging for hotels and restaurants, and constantly gaining a bigger share for export under specialty coffee.
Rwanda coffee will continue to compete with the international other origins coffees on the quality level. But when you talk about competition regarding the competitor on the in the consuming countries, it will not be easy, and they will know that. But as long as the consumers are striving for a quality coffee, we will penetrate the market.
Roasted coffee losing its freshness quickly in the past was often cited as one of the main reasons why the actual coffee growers in Africa, Asia, and Latin America only got 7% of the value of roasted coffee sold in supermarkets around the world.
Part of that's definitely building a brand. Part of that's building a strong story. It's a difficult space to compete in, roasted coffee. A lot of it, happens on the grocery store shelves or happens online where things are a click away, or it's easy to make a change in your decision.
Why half the global market is for roasted and processed coffee and makes not only Africa politicians dream, the potential at home should not be forgotten. The Kigali-based Queston Coffee, with help from abroad, was built into one of Rwanda's leading specialty coffee brands.
This is what we know how to do best, bringing the very latest updates from the world of business from a Pan-African perspective. Thank you for watching. Let's get interactive. We'd love to hear from you via our social media platforms on Twitter @AfolakeG and on Facebook @Afolake Onyiloye. Till then, goodbye.